stop. I need to be racist one last time because I was once again thrown out of the game.
Too late. Hello, everyone.
No.
I am Violet Paladin, and I did not load my model, so just you're hearing my voice in the ether. I forgot that
He's
I
behind.
Yeah.
He's hanging from the ceiling like SpongeBob.
Absolutely. He's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, my computer got an update, and I forgot to do that to reset it. But yeah, so we are back at it again with some more D and or D. Actually, I think in this particular game series, there's going to be very little D and or D. Just kind of and really.
I don't think there's any dungeons.
Yeah, no dungeons, no dragons, just and. All right,
Just and.
so I've got my real life wife, Aura Draws.
Yeah.
I've got Sleeping Dragon.
Not asleep.
I've got
Drinking
Lasse,
Over here.
Mavzok,
Greetings, everybody.
and Mitrion.
A pleasure to be of service.
Once more.
Whenever I say Mitrion's name, I always think I'm doing the Smash announcer voice. It's Mitrion. All right,
Mitrion. Sephiroth.
So where we
I enjoyed playing Sephiroth. Stop bullying me.
Bowser Jr. Mario.
So where we last left off, our adventurers had basically gone on an induction trial, and Barvas, you are now officially a member of the Black Watch. You managed to fight a demon that had been plaguing a nearby farm, and with the knowledge that you are able to take care of yourself, the mother figure in your life basically was at peace and able to pass on, giving you her spot in the Black Watch. And also having a little bit of a different twist on it, because instead of her being completely gone, you remember her because she's actually a part of you now. Yeah, I'm just for people who weren't here because it's been 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
So you have now made it back to Valencia, and you are now meeting with the Black Watch commander to give him a debrief on what happened. So that's what we'll start off today. Ka-chow. Okay. So you are in the Black Watch headquarters in Valencia. You've recently assembled in front of the Black Watch commander, and whoever wants to go can go.
Mission accomplished. That's all I'm just gonna say.
Nah.
I guess.
I know I was missing somebody. I didn't have your model on here. Make sure everybody's on the board.
I'm on the board. I'm pretty sure I'm on the board.
Yeah.
I think you put Jotsu I think Kobe's character there.
Yeah, he'll be here.
Oh, okay.
I got picked again, so.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was like, Mitri would obviously start us off if he was able to talk. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
I
if
just don't want to interact with the game if I can't see the fucking game. I'm sorry, I don't know. Well.
yeah, if you get DC, just let us know and we'll just walk you through it like we do with Woomy and Larry. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, mission accomplished. Who else? Anyone else got anything else to say? You don't have to say anything. I'm just giving you the chance to.
We just nods.
All right.
Wait, were we back at the mansion or the real
This is-
headquarters?
This is the actual HQ now.
Okay, the big one. Okay.
Mhm.
Honored to be finally a part of this.
Yep.
Officially, to be exact.
So the Black Watch commander kind of just nods solemnly and he says, I knew your mom for a long time. I know she didn't want this life for you, but she was getting on in years, and quite frankly, you'd be safer with us than with whatever's waiting outside. So
Everyone has to make a choice eventually.
Exactly. So he kind of just puts both hands on his desk and stands up, and he says, "All right, all of you now are officially members of the Black Watch. Report to the armor, and you will receive your updated Black Watch iron. After that, I don't really have anything for you. The only tenets of the Black Watch I want you to follow are do right, fear no man, cause no harm, and do what you can." It happened to rhyme. I didn't mean it to. So as you know, the Black Watch basically just patrols all of Magnum Ferrum. You don't have any set patrol path. You just kind of go where the wind takes you. That's how all of you individually found your previous member. You can go separately if you want, or you can go as a group. Obviously, safer in a group, but it's up to you guys.
Well, I'll be following some people actually.
I mean, it would be stupid to not just go immediately to the blacksmith. I mean, we have to get the irons eventually anyway, so I'm not planning to play this in pacifist mode.
Right.
There is no pacifist mode for people of the Black Watch.
No, definitely not. So you are once again standing before Difflagrog, the Black Watch blacksmith. He's sitting there, bang, clanging away at your weapons. All the things that you've had previously have now been updated to Black Watch Iron. So they specifically deal damage against fiends, undead, anything that's bad. Otherwise, they're just mundane weapons and don't have any extra effects. But if you deal with these types of enemies, you'll do extra damage. And all of your weapons have additional effects. You are also handmade weapons, so everyone check your inventory.
Also, hi Colby.
Colby, who the hell is that? My name is shit. What's my character's name again?
Jotsu. Yeah.
Jotsu.
Yeah. My name is.
What
I'm sorry, what's the first name again?
Jotsue.
Yeah. My name is Jotsu something.
Turdo.
Yep.
Turdo.
Just an
Yeah. Jotsu Trudeau.
Mhm.
That's me, all right. And I know
Mhm.
exactly who I am. Not this Colby guy.
He's a method actor.
Absolutely. This is a
Oh no.
meth actor.
Oh no.
Trying
God.
to get my laptop up. It is dead. It is more dead than can't make that joke. We're streaming. You just know it was a very tasteful 9/11 joke.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I did not expect that.
So you
Yeah.
keeps you on your toes. Yeah. So you have now got all of your weapons. So Colby, I'll send you a picture of your gear so you know what it is.
Fantastic. Man, we have not done a cowboy game in a minute.
Yeah, it's been every game. If you're not a regular player of it, is 2 months in between. So
Oh, absolutely. I need to put it down on my calendar so I keep like not getting surprised every 2 months.
yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
it is
I was gonna be better.
every other Sunday.
Yeah, I gotta be better about it. Like actually, like announcing it to people too, because I just expect you guys to show up.
Oh no, that's not on you. You're the DM. Like you have enough shit going on. Like that's the players.
Yep.
Like at the least bit, the player can at least keep track of it.
Yeah, I'll start to make announcements, or I'll put somebody in charge of that.
Yeah, I'll be in charge of it. You know
Somebody-
what? Better idea. Lassie, you're in charge of it.
Yeah, I need somebody who's got that dog in him to do it. You know what I mean?
I just show up religiously.
Yep. He's here no matter what.
And I'm not even
shine.
playing clerics.
I mean, Lassie
Yeah,
shows up for the games. He's not even in.
Actually, I'm in every game.
His dedication to the craft.
All right, well that makes you perfect for it, Lassie.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So everybody who is not Colby, you can check your. Oh, Mitchie, can you check your stuff?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Okay, perfect.
Also as Blackwatch Iron, I the only thing that was missing for me was the short sword. I had the chicken hawk the last time.
Yeah, everything should be like I said. Everything should be uniform now. Everything is Blackwatch Iron +1.
There is just something that's cut to the quick in my inventory. I have no idea what that is.
It's a knife that allows you to attack twice in a turn using your regular action and your bonus action.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, there's still a dagger and a dagger in my inventory that isn't Blackwood Iron.
Don't worry about the inventory. It's just your actions.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, nope, everything's right.
Yeah, everything in your actions tab should have Blackwatch Iron on it. Because the inventory is just like what you physically have, but your actions are what weapons you have and how to use them. Yeah, and then you can check the little square with the red dragon on them, and it'll bring up the item description and all the things that it can do. So yeah, you are cut loose from Valencia, and you are told to just go out there and do what you can. So since we never actually explored Valencia before, directly to the south of the Blackwatch headquarters is the sheriff's office. Directly across from that to the west are the stables, and then way to the south is the inn. Everything else around Valencia is just like houses and things that don't really apply to you, at least not yet.
Time to get drunk. No, give me a quick minute. I just have to restart Fantasy Grounds because I can't move anything.
No, no.
Oh.
Right. So you guys can leave Valencia proper, or you can investigate around the town, or you can just hang out there gazing at your navel, whatever you want to do.
I would actually like to check what the inn has to offer for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Let's see.
So Beak, you enter the inn, and for a town this size, you figure to be pretty raucous and crazy,
Mm.
but it's actually very chill. You've got a relaxed piano man just pianoing around all over the place. You got people talking, eating, having a good. I mean, the place is lively, right? But it's not like a saloon where there's brawls and people getting thrown out of a window and shit. It's just real easy, like.
So it's a very distinguished part of the city, apparently.
I wouldn't say distinguished. I mean, the people who work here, people who eat here, are very, very much salt of the earth type people. But again,
civilized.
yeah, exactly, 100%. Yeah, this is definitely a polite society.
How could it be civilized if we have guns here?
It's crazy. It's almost like the threat of violence keeps people from doing crazy shit.
It was a Star Wars reference, you dingus.
I guess you've never heard an armed society is a polite society.
Oh my
Jabroni.
god, I'm so tired of all these Spock references from you, Dimitri.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
No.
Oh my lord.
So anyway, I just taking a quick look around. That's basically all why I'm here.
All right, give me a brief investigation.
Good old investigation. I got 0 on that. Hell yeah. That's a 16.
Okay, so you look around the tavern, and like in all my worlds, I don't really segregate by race. Everyone's kind of just doing whatever. So you got orcs and halflings and gnomes and the Dutch. It's like all the monster races are here. And so everyone in Valencia has very distinct like jobs, and not necessarily like class roles, but this is like an early 1800s kind of setting. So like if your dad was a blacksmith, you're a blacksmith, that kind of stuff. Very rarely you're gonna branch out and be like, nah, dad, I'm not swinging an axe, I'm swinging a hammer. I'm gonna go into dance.
I'm not swinging a hammer, I'm swinging an axe instead. I'm becoming a lumberjack.
I mean, that's probably more realistic, but I mean, very rare. So the smiths hang out with the smiths, so on and so on. The tavern staff are all various humanoids, orcs, elves, everything. Nothing in particular stands out to you as being unusual. Like I said, everything here is really relaxed, really chill. But being from Magnum Ferrum yourself, you know that this by itself, the fact that everything here is very mundane and normal, is by itself very abnormal. Because this place is a fucking hole. This is not great. But for some reason, Valencia is like the shining light of Magnum Ferrum. You're not entirely sure why that is, having not been here yourself.
It's just a beacon, basically. That's what I understand.
Yeah, this is the most civilized, polite place. You feel like you could leave a chicken on the road and it would be there by the time you got back.
That's nice. It's nice.
What are the rest of you doing?
Checking out the sheriff's office. Not yet go inside, but just look around if there are maybe missing posters or wanted posters.
Okay.
Something along those lines. Also, I don't see the map.
Maybe give it to you again.
What's the building across the stables?
It's the sheriff's office.
Oh, the sheriff's office? Okay.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's the
sheriff's office.
sheriff's office.
I'll head to Shinoa will just head to the sheriff's office. Ask
Okay.
around if there's anything that needs
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
follow
something.
Noah because I totally know what's going on right now.
Morton's gonna watch the blacksmith a little bit since he's a blacksmith himself. See
Okay.
if he can pick up anything.
So, Barbas, you're not going inside, right?
Mitri.
Ha! Yes, it worked. I'm back.
You're not going inside the sheriff's office. You're just kind of hanging around outside, skulking about.
I mean, yeah, I want to look around, and if there's nothing of interest, then go inside.
Okay. Yeah. No. The sheriff's office is a nondescript, wooden building. Says sheriff on the front of it. You got like a little raised wooden balcony, and that's it. There's nothing too crazy.
Okay. Let's get inside.
Okay. So Shinoa, you come in on the left. Barbas come on the right side. Jutsu, you're gonna be cool and just kind of like lean with your back against the wall, smoking a cigarette, thinking about Cthulhu. So as you enter the room, you're greeted by a woman behind the desk, and she kind of just says, "Howdy."
Currently still, again, loading in.
Yes, Sento? Okay.
Yeah. So she sits there. She's kind of sitting there, and you look around like, man, she's really tall. You realize that no, she's just standing up. She's a horse. She's a horse girl.
Quick question, out of character. Did they the sheriff know about the Black Watch or no?
I don't know. Ask him maybe.
Okay. Just ask him if there's any like kind of patrols or like a bounty board they have. Maybe we'll just look around, I guess. Guys, I can't really tell.
So she says, yeah, no, absolutely. If you're looking for the bounties section, that is going to be up over here into this area. So he kind of just waves behind her.
I thank her kindly and try to look at the bounty board.
No,
So as you go to walk past, she's like, hang on now. I mean, I can tell you where the bounties are, but I need to see some credentials.
now, am I still wearing my Black Watch uniform?
Yes.
All right. So can I just kind of walk up and like show my Black Watch badge?
Yeah, so you walk up and she automatically just kind of like stands at attention. Oh, Mr. Jotsu, it's been a while.
Yeah. Sure has, dearie. How's the fall in Philly?
And she's well, you know how they are.
No, that's always good to hear. Well, as you can see, we're here on official Black activities. I'd really appreciate if you could help my friend here get situated what kind of bounty he's interested in.
She.
She? Well, yeah, I'm aware I'm talking to a woman.
Yep. So the lady stands for yeah, absolutely.
Shenandoah on the back.
Just kind of waves you through. And then
I think
she's
Aura's trying to move.
Oh.
Sorry.
Babe, where you going?
I don't hear her. Oh, okay.
Just resolve
I
that
didn't
first.
see it. Just so I can walk around the horse. Under the stable. Stable.
Give me a look at that pony check. Investigate.
Sorry to,
Investigate
sorry to interrupt you guys. I just saw the arrow of Aura trying to move a character.
Okay.
It's fine.
Official Black activities.
that was a good line, honestly.
So what are you looking for, babe, when you're investigating?
Get on the horse while waiting for the others to.
Sorry, so you're looking for anything particular? You're just looking at the horse?
Looking around. That's all.
Right. So it's just this cat walking around, sees this horse. The horse is just like, horse noise. And just kind of stares at you.
Horse noise.
Horse noise. I love it.
So Barbas, you walk into the other door, and the lady at the receptionist kind of goes, "Hey, and is he with you too?"
Wait, what? Towards me or the group?
She's talking to Jutsu. She's asking if you're with him.
Ah, okay.
Oh, wait. Who's with me?
Mitron's character.
Demetron.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course, he's one of ours. He's one of our fellow blacks. Unfortunately, not everybody seems so willing to wear the black uniform so they can look black with me. So everybody knows that we're blacks together. You know, blacks of a feather flock together kind of thing. But no, we're all here doing black things here in this very
Just
black place. You don't have to worry about us blacks.
you just hear very faint crow feather from the south.
So you hear like a faint clippity clopping coming from the right side, and another centaur pokes her head out and she says, "Now what's all this commotion? And is that Jotsu?" And then she leans back into the room and just says, "Hey, sheriff, because we got some new ones." So a couple of minutes later, this guy kind of walks out, and you might know him, you might love him. It's your boy Violet Paladin. So it's just my fucking my guardsman outfit from Darktide.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
John Darktide.
So he
Barabbas
walks
needs a
over
map.
and he just kind of crosses his arms and is like, "What do we got here? We got Jotsu and who's this young man over here?"
Oh, absolutely. I walk up to Violet because we're obviously old friends. I walk up, wrap my arms around him, give him an open mouth kiss. I say, Violet.
Handshakes for the women, open mouth kisses for the dudes. That's the tradition.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
even if there was, Wizards of the Coast would defend it.
We are homosexuals. So, so yeah, he agreed to you and he says, "Oh, so who's this guy over here? Who's this new guy?"
These are my, unfortunately, new party members that I've been put in charge of for their training and organization moving forward within the official Black Watch. I'd like come here and introduce yourself to Violet Paladin. He's sheriff around these parts. Now wave over Metreon, Barabbas, whoever it is.
Need map.
Need map? What?
He needs, yeah, his name is Neat Map.
I was
Need map?
my
What's your name, young man? Need map? Ah, Need map. It's a strange name.
Is that German?
Yeah.
German for it, Neat Map.
No, my fantasy grounds is constantly crashing again.
Okay.
I was trying to fix that. It didn't work. It's currently crashing.
It's alright. Just theater of the mind.
If you need, you can just watch his stream.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
We're back, baby. I finally have a map again. Please, just please just repeat the last minute.
You're fine. You walked in there, introduced the receptionist who's a centaur.
Yeah,
Another centaur shows up, waves you over, and now you're talking to me, Sheriff Violet. And I sent you a picture of what that looks like.
yeah. I see it now. John Darktide.
Mhm.
What did he say again?
He says, "Introduce yourself," because he's never met you before.
Okay. Barabbas. I'm from. I have been working with the Black Watch for quite a while now. Just more behind the scenes. It's a pleasure to meet you and finally be out in the field.
So he looks at you for a little while. Give me. Hang on.
Yeah.
So he says, "Barabbas." He's like that small child from the library.
Small child from the library, indeed.
So he normally looks very angry and very grumpy, but he's just like, "No way! I've been at this for too damn long." He turns towards the two centaurs. He's like, "Look at him! This boy's already an adult. He's already of legal age."
Legal age.
Hey! How did you find out about me and the centaurs?
And the centaurs.
What? Shinoa pokes her back and what the hell did you and Centaurs?
Nani?
I'm very confused. He
Someone's
claps.
got to be the stud around here.
He claps his arm on your shoulder, and he's just like, "I knew your mom. I knew your mom for a very long time. But I assume that since you're here and she's not, she's gone, right?"
Yeah, He's just nodding and yeah. What is that?
What the?
It's me yelling in my native
Yeah.
tongue.
So he, keeps his hand on your shoulder. He kind of just shakes it a little bit, and he says, "Well, no matter now. Just like I helped her, I'll help you. Any friend of hers is a friend of mine." So he's like, "I heard there was another one of you. Where's that one at?"
What do you mean, you people?
They said there was 3. I only count 2. I
No.
I ain't no mathematician, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody.
Absolutely. Do I need to wave over Shenandoah now?
I hear the commotion. Shinoa hears the commotion, just walks out the bounty board office.
All right, so
Hello,
from
Sheriff.
Shenandoah. I
from
know.
the doorway,
My brother.
Sheriff Violet's just like, "You, ma'am, who are you?"
One of the new Black Watch members.
One of the new blacks.
Yes.
Yeah, we're blacks.
So he puts his hand, like he puts like his thumbs in his belt, and he walks over to you. He kind of just looks you up and down. I need you to roll an insight check there, Shanoa.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Damn it. I was hoping.
Yeah, you look at him, and he's looking at you real mad. Like you're not entirely sure what he's thinking. Kind of just clicks his teeth, and he's like, "Hmm." He turns back to Jotsu, and he says, "And this one passed."
Uh, I'm not really sure. They were just kind of handed to me. I might be the deciding factor on that. It's kind of a long story, and but later on, I'll tell you about what was happening with all those them black troopers we were discussing.
He just kind of
No,
nods his
just
head.
rolls our eyes at Jatsue. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, he sticks his hand out, and he says, "All right, ma'am. What'd you say your name was?"
Shinoa.
Shanoa. I'm Sheriff Violet. I trust you're not gonna have any troubles, cause any problems in this town.
Know my way around these towns, especially outposts.
He's gonna roll a history check. History is what? Intelligence?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like, can't say that I've seen you around here. Let's see if Libby or Andy know.
Damn it.
Libby knows.
Hey, no.
Damn.
No, they know. They won't know more than the sheriff.
They both have a -1 intelligence, and they still knew.
They still roll better. They still
Yeah.
know better than the
Is
sheriff.
that right? That's
How are
weird.
they dumber than B?
They're horses.
I mean,
I'm a
yeah.
lizard.
That's racist.
I'm a lizard, dude. I'm a lizard, Harry.
So they both kind of just like, "Oh no, Sheriff, she's that elf girl. What solved all them murders?" And he's just like, "Nah, ain't no way." You know what? I need to make a very crucial
Oh, fuck.
persuasion.
Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, well. 10.
10, yeah, that's good. So he looks at you. He's like, "You know what? I've heard the stories. I've never seen you face to face. I can genuinely say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. But what those people did, I'm glad you took them down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got important sheriffing to do."
Sure.
He sheriffs on into his office.
Wait, is that the word Libby came out of from too?
Yeah.
Okay. Sus.
I mean, you can follow him in there. His door is open.
Yeah,
He just
no,
goes-
I'm just messing.
He just
It
goes
just
and
says
he's
sus.
working on sheriff-related fucking
No,
things.
I'm just being hilarious, like sus. With your deputy horse.
So yeah, Andy is just like, yeah, the office over here is the bounty room. You can go and collect them, sign them off, trade them in, do whatever you got to do. You all know how the bounty system works. You specifically know how it works, Shanoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question. I think you haven't resetted the health yet because I'm seeing people with wounds on them. or they
Yeah,
haven't
those
recently?
are emotional wounds from past trauma.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I figured.
I'd rather not talk about my ex with you.
right. There's a time and a place. Uh,
That
yeah,
can't
if
be
I'm
chat
gonna
left.
play.
He
if
left
any
the
Oh,
chat again.
Carol,
Oh,
where's
power
she
outage.
going?
yeah, if anybody's hurt, let me know and I'll heal them up.
FYI, Michigan said power outage for him.
That's fine.
Me.
What's up, baby?
That came out of nowhere.
What's going on with your horse adventure?
Yeah. No.
Wait, did Aura just go
Yeah.
on her own horse adventure?
Yeah,
Yes.
She's out there by the stables.
she's over
I
here in a
gotcha.
staring contest with a horse.
So goddess. Is the hay comfy to sleep with?
Yeah, you
The
could sleep.
universe just hates Mitri.
I know,
Yeah.
I saw that.
You just kind of slink into
But
its
it's like-
pen, and yeah, you could just sleep on the hay, roll around in it.
Hey.
Is that a BitConnect reference?
Eh. I don't know.
Why are you the way you are?
Because yes.
I'm gonna make some biscuits here.
Right? So the cat begins to knead biscuits in the hay.
Bacon biscuits.
Right? Morin Stout Boot, you're over here watching the Flugrug just wailing away on this metal. He turns to you and he says, "Boy, you've been standing there a while."
Yes, I've been observing your form and how you've been working on these weapons. I have been a blacksmith myself.
I just imagine you standing there with your hand down your pants, just like deadpan, staring at this man.
He says, "Well, thank you. A couple 100 years old. I have the technique."
Okay. And I assume you were taught by your father, as I understand.
He says, "Boy, I'm a giant. This is in our veins. Anyone have to teach you how to breathe? Nah."
Do you, do you have any of your finest works or weapons, armors around here so I could see them?
So he says, "Boy, what you're holding in your hand is a masterpiece. Every weapon that you have from me, handcrafted, artisanally made just for the user."
I see.
If there's a problem with my gear, let me know.
I do not see any flaws, and I look forward to trying it out in the field. Is there anything I can bring back that will help you in your blacksmithing? As you see, I'm a dwarf, and I like to mine and dig holes.
What?
And he says, "Well,"
He likes digging holes.
he says, "Well, the Black Watch has no shortage of funding, but I suppose if you find unusual material, I don't see why I couldn't incorporate it into a new design, monster parts and the like."
I see. I will look for such items and bring them back to you.
He says, "No need to bring them back, boy. As a matter of fact," and he kind of just rummages around inside of a container, and he hands you what appears to be like a bird, like a wind up toy in the shape of a bird. And he
Mm-hmm.
says, "Son, wind this thing up, put whatever you want to send back into its little fitzes. It'll come find me, and then make its way back to you."
All right. I will do that then.
Yeah. I went with the wrong person. I would have loved to have been there for that very awkward encounter. It's just like you're just standing there deadpan staring at this massive, hulking, just absolutely fat, fucking long, juicy giant. All right, hands down your
Throbbing
pants.
giant.
Hey yo,
Veiny even.
Hey, yo, wait.
Veiny, just throbbing
wait,
giant.
man.
Hands
Wait,
down your
wait a
pants.
second.
And he's like, "Hey, man, look, that thing in your hand right there is a masterpiece." He's like, "No, your other hand." And you like look at the weapon he handed you, and
No, no.
then you're immediately like, "Oh my god, big dummy, daddy giant, please let me just give you materials you need. Please say my name. Say my name in the chat. I just donated to you." Like for no reason whatsoever. Just like, "Hey, man, anything you need, I will give it to you. Look, hey, look me in the eye. I will give it to you." It's like, bro, did you even get this guy's name?
Yes, we did actually. We did.
It's like watching like a 14-year-old ask out his crush. It's like,
Hey, the 14-year-old's trying. Okay.
Worst you can say is no.
Oh, that's funny.
The worst you can say is no. All right, so
You.
Shinoa, you are in. Oh God, so you are in the bounty office, and there are how many bounties? I'm gonna roll a dice for him. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's just two.
Oh, that's good.
So there's a bounty far to the east, and it's very old. It's been there quite a while, and you know anything east of the wall, you're not gonna go. So that one's pretty much out.
Hmm.
But there is a there's an unusual request. It's not written in the normal format. It's also not written in ink. It's almost like, give me a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll try. 10 again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you look at it, and like the material used to write on the paper seems to be like flaking off, and you're like, is this shit written in blood?
Oh, for love. Well,
Like,
I
what-
mean, I'll keep. Can I keep both bounties just in case? Just to keep it in my pocket, like in a backpack, whatever.
if you take the bounty to the east, you have to fulfill it, and if you
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay,
the
okay.
thing.
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was
You
like
don't-
really double checking.
You don't want to overcommit yourself and then end up in a situation where now you've taken a bounty and then not fulfilled it, and it causes other problems.
Yeah, I'll get the one that looks like blood, and I'll ask Sheriff Violet if what the hell's up with this ink. Like,
So
I mean, we're in a modern age, okay? Come on, use fucking ink.
so Violet hears you talking about the blood, and he says, "You see that too, huh?"
Yeah. Kind of gross way of writing a letter out, but sure, a quest.
He
So
says,
what's the deal with this?
the thing about that is, right, we see it that way, but so he calls over Andy, and he says he asks her to point out anything strange about the bounty, and no matter how many times you ask her, how many different ways you ask her, it's a totally normal bounty. There's nothing weird about it at all.
Okay. I think Andy and look at the sheriff and ask him if he can clarify. So, what do we have to do for this one?
So he looks at the bounty, and you can tell the mundane version of the bounty is a missing persons notice. But when you look at the flaking blood, you can tell that like the person who wrote this message is the person that made this person disappear, or is involved with this person's disappearance. It's like a self-report essentially.
Hmm.
So he looks at it. He says, normal people don't understand bloodlust or intent the way that now you and I do. So we can see things a little bit differently. Whoever put this here, they're the ones who made this person go missing.
Well, this is a case I guess we could go into as a group. I called Jutsue over, and maybe we could take this as a mission. Maybe at least solve one of this. So
So you're ushered into the bounty office. The sheriff and Shinoa are standing there. They explained to you what we just went over, that there's a bounty that on the surface looks like a mundane missing persons poster, but under the surface, because of the Black Watch connection, you can tell that there's a lot more to this than meets the eye.
Meets the eye, yeah. More than meets the eye.
Yeah, I gotcha. Hey, Sheriff, you're telling me that whoever posted this bounty was the one who committed the felony. Why would somebody want to be sought out like this? Unless it's some kind of weird, sick game that he's playing.
So
Could be also a way to absolve their guilt, to try to make it look like they're trying to actually look for the person.
yep, he
As a
he
smokescreen.
wags his finger in the air and he says that's exactly it. It's a self-report. It's someone with either a guilty conscience or somebody who thinks they're not going to get caught. It's somebody who, again, to the normal, untrained eye, is very concerned about this person's disappearance. But I think we all know better than that.
You don't think anybody in here got an eye of whoever posted this poster, would you?
Thumbs in his belt again. He says, "Nah, it's the damnedest thing. None of us remember it. None of us remember it even being in there in the first place."
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, Shenandoah, it seems like you got my attention.
All right. Well, we can show it to the others, and we'll move it from there.
Sounds good. Wait, where's Beak?
Yeah, where is Beak?
So, Beak, you've been sitting politely at the bar. Do you order anything while you're waiting, hanging out?
Yeah, actually I do. Yeah.
All right. What do you order? Anything in particular?
What's like the dead center of the alcoholic beverages they serve? Like the absolute dead center.
Just like a single malt scotch, just like a regular drink.
Yeah, like that. About that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like a whiskey
Yeah,
rye.
make
you know?
5 of those.
Oh no. Yeah, you trying to get drunk? What are you doing?
No, just he's testing his limit.
Okay. Yeah. So the bartender there is a little halfling girl, hops up on a stool, shoots you over 5 fingers of a single malt scotch, and you're just like, all right, have at it, I guess.
Hmm. So, how what do we do here?
So everyone is having polite, regular conversation. You can eavesdrop. You can move around. You can offer people drinks. You can start a bar fight. You could do. I mean, you know.
The sky is my limit.
Yeah, whatever's in. Whatever you want to do.
So, do I hear anyone loud enough talking?
Directly across from you is the closest person, like 10 feet away.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear them talking. Give me
Okay.
a perception.
15.
Yeah. So they can faintly be heard over the piano music. They're not talking about anything in particularly interesting. Talking about like their days at work and the town and this and that. Just normal idle chit chat. Nothing too crazy. If you wanted to hear conversations that are further from you, you'd have to like kind of just schmooze around and just drink, walk around like a fucking weirdo.
Nah, he'll keep sitting there. I'll keep sitting there.
All right, Morin. What's up, Colby?
I just realized the little bird that the Goliath daddy gave to handed out, like that's essentially him being like, "Here's my Venmo."
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm
Snapchat me
sorry, go
some.
ahead.
So, Morin, after you left the giant, where are you going? I just put you in the bar out of reflex.
Oh, I guess I could, head towards the bar.
Okay. So Morin walks in a little after. Everyone kind of just turns, looks at him, and then just goes back to whatever they were doing.
How full is the bar right now?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, every table is full. There's a couple empty seats over at the bar itself, but the booths and stuff like that, it's too early in the day for like family seating or eating food like that. So it's just kind of people either taking a break from work or just got off and just kind of hanging out.
All right, then I head over to the bar area and just order a beer.
Right. So you see the Beaks over there next to you.
I kind of like wave to Beacon and see, just be like, hey, how are you doing? Even though he might not hear me, but
Yeah, he does. He does. Just the tail waves back just high. Just has like a small glove or something. Just mimics a hand.
Did you see where the other people went?
Just shake my head. Nah, didn't see him.
All right. I'm sure they're around somewhere.
Right. Babe, you're over here kneading dough. What else?
Well, since there's no like really commotion yet, like I was planning like I don't know, maybe stay here for a while.
You find a nice sun ray and you kind of just lay down, loafed up.
Yes,
Like a true lazy cat.
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
freshly baked a loaf.
A freshly baked loaf.
So the sheriff sends you on your way. As you look at the bounty poster, he kind of holds it to his face and does like that Edgar Allan Poe meme where he holds it close and pulls it away, and he says, "No, that's the weirdest part of this whole thing. It says here this bounty is in the town of Little Valley, and that's very strange." Jutsu and Shinoa, both of you roll a history.
Oh,
There
yeah,
is no
that's good.
Carol in HR.
Oh, hold on, let me see. You gave me my. Did you send me my stats or just my attack?
Oh, I can just roll for you. Hang on, that'd be easier.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
I really gotta get this computer situation sorted out, especially because I don't have Wi-Fi here.
Oh yeah,
That's okay.
not a big deal. Okay, yeah. So you both got a 12. Both of you know Little Valley is more or less like the closest thing the Wild West could have to like a residential suburb. It's very safe, very clean. No one, nothing ever goes wrong in our little town kind of situation. So for somebody to be presumably abducting people and then bragging about it, like that's a serious concern. He says Little Valley's about 3 or 4 days ride from here. Shouldn't be too far. You'll know it when you see it, because as the name says, it's in a little valley.
We got to do all the traveling over to Little Valley, presumably one of the safest areas for this cryptic letter.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for it to be Ted Cruz.
Oh no, the son of Sam.
All right.
Is that what
so
they accuse him of, like being
Noah-
the son of Sam killer or the Zodiac killer?
I think it's more the
Sounds-
Zodiac than anything.
Yeah.
I think it's more the Zodiac. Yeah.
Because
I take.
didn't they catch the Son of Sam killer?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
What?
But
That's crazy.
I take
Really?
Shenandoah, and I need a map out into the street,
Mhm.
and I hold up an Air Jordans box above my head. I say, "Black's a symbol."
So all of you have
Yeah,
a standard issue 6-shooter that you have, the Black Watch Iron itself. So
Mhm.
when Jotsu basically says, like, hey, everyone get together, all of your individual sidearms start to like more or less vibrate or like pulse in a way that, hey, we all gotta meet up. Your table's ready at the restaurant. Your pager's going off.
Oh, absolutely.
Call me, beep me if you want to reach me.
I'm calling the police. So I'm assuming you all sit down. You can grab a table. You can grab a spot at the bar, a booth, whatever you guys want to do.
I sit
I
us
mean,
down at a
if
round
it's a
table.
team mission, it should be like a table or a bar.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter really.
Okay.
I say round table. I don't want a bartender listening in, unless he might have information.
Mm.
What's the bartender look like? Is he a sketchy looking guy?
It's a halfling, small one.
Oh,
Oh.
especially halflings. No,
Yeah, man or woman?
Woman.
no, for
What's a woman? I think.
Table loaf thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I look at Shenandoah. I'm like, well, this one's about my size. You run down the party. I'm moving in on that bartender.
I just like that aura is laying on the table. It's because she's just a cat.
Yeah.
I mean, she is just a
You know
cat.
Yeah,
I have a
literally just
question.
a cat.
I have a question. Is it possible for me to like buy a ball of yarn on our way to the bar?
You can buy one here if you wanted. It's not a big deal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I buy one. I just put it on the table next to Aura.
Babe, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
It's too much. Wisdom. Where is it again?
The main tab
there.
on the right
Main.
side.
Heels?
The main.
The main tab.
And it
main
says
tab.
The
saves.
main
Double tap wisdom.
save. Wisdom double tap.
He puts this ball of yarn down, and you're like, I don't want it. I don't want it. And then you just start looking at it, and you start to sweat. And your eyes all dilate. And you get the zoomies, and she's just playing with that ball of yarn. Any
I
food you
don't
had on the
need it.
table is getting knocked off.
I don't need it.
need it.
Definitely don't need it.
I take a moment to look at the party. So whose cat is this anyhow?
Just found her.
Well, that
Which
cat's
is-
part of the Black Watch, so
Well,
Just
wait,
so-
we
make
we
a-
inducted that. Oh my god.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Mhm.
Sure. What is my perception? I can roll it.
Oh, I forgot. My bad. Thank you for getting not here. You actually trained in perception, so that's pretty good. +4. Ciao. So yeah, you're sitting there, and you're like, yeah, whose cat is that? And everyone says, that's a member of the Black Watch. And before you can even start, this cat is not. You look over, and it's this cat absolutely has a fucking little tiny cat 6-shooter on it. And you're like, oh, what?
What? I'm just, I just kind of like sit down, like kind of catch my breath, and you can just see like the realization sets in on like what my life is.
I just like we're sitting down already, and you just sit down while sitting down.
I sit down more intensely.
You just slump, and his posture just changes.
I save one of the shots, hand it to him.
I just like look at Beak. I look at the fucking Goliath simp, and then I look back at Shenandoah, and I'm like, gotta like glare back at the cat. I'm like, oh my god, we have to catch a fucking Zodiac killer with these people.
I've never seen a team more betterer. Okay. So you give everybody the runaround on what to do. You tell them about Little Valley, and explain that it's about a couple of days' ride to the east. So unless anyone has anything pressing to do in Valencia, we'll hit the road.
I would hit the
I
road.
let my
Hit
person
the
that
road.
bartend, if you know what I mean.
let's make sure she's just gonna make sure we got enough necessary supplies to get to their place and back.
Yeah, that's not an issue. Okay, so you guys are in Valencia. You're on the top left of the map. You see that little collection of buildings. You're gonna head about 3 or 4 hexes past the mountains, and I need you to each of you individually roll survival checks.
Can I close the map for the Valencia now?
Yeah,
Or
close
what?
it. Yeah.
Making sure.
I'm ready to meow at her. What the hell?
That's just what you see. A little cat with a hood and a gun on
Are
it.
you fucking serious?
21.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Double.
Let's see here.
Nice.
I'm the
Oh,
only one
shit.
that's serving.
I rolled a nat 1, and I don't know what my bonus is, but it was a nat 1.
Let's find out what your survival is.
Find out what survival is next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Survival's +2.
Oh my god, I got a nat 1, so I got 3. So everybody, Jatsu just fucking dies.
You're like, oh, I know this. This is soft grass. We can lay here. You wake up the next morning, it goes poison oak. No.
Oh my god.
Best part about this, Beak still has this card, like the one he's driving.
Yeah. Well, I was presuming you guys were all going to ride in that cart to places. That was just
Yeah.
going to be like your mode of
Yeah.
transport.
Oh yeah.
So the first 2 nights, with Jotsu trying to like lead the charge, you are used to traveling by yourself. You're more comfortable sleeping in rough areas because of your particular condition. But everybody else in the party kind of just like not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. They suffer a level of exhaustion. from traveling with you. So then Shanoa's like, "Listen, you guys got to leave it to me. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm native. I know this land, but you also are used to sleeping more rough, and it's slightly better than Jotsu, but everyone suffers another level of exhaustion. But thankfully, the three other people actually managed to like, okay, you two, you're in the back of the cart. you don't get to make choices. So Beak, Morin, and Miara, you all managed to make the journey a lot more comfortable, and you don't get attacked on the way. So you blow into town at about 6 or 7 in the morning. Like the sun has not even started to rise yet, but it's threatening to. Let me pull up the map for you guys.
The sun is starting to rise up. Rise up.
Row, row, fight the power.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to make a thing for the cart. Now that I think about it.
Oh, this is a nice little town.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
Let me get rid of these guys who aren't here anymore. Okay, so there's Miara, there's Shanoa, there's Beak, Morin, Barbas, and Jotsu. Yes, you dismount and you can begin to search around the town. Little Valley, as its name implies, is a little town nestled in a valley. Everything there is very neat, very clean, very organized. Not at all suspicious in any way. Everything seems real nice. There's a nice gentle breeze that blows in between the valley because of the shape of it, and
And they picked the shitty spot.
Anyone else see windpipes?
So people are walking around right in the little valley. I just ask them where's the inn, or if they had a tavern or an inn.
Yeah, I could really use a tavern. I rolled a nat 1. Jatsu's been eating nothing but tree bark for the past 2 days.
Most likely.
No.
It's a great source of fiber.
The great Bear Gills told me that about that.
Oh no, Garabills.
Drinking my own piss and eating pine cones.
Owl Bear Grills.
Our Will Grills taught him the legendary Our Will Grills.
Owl Bear Grills.
And then with my 17, I just showed him you gotta cook him, you like fry him first, so I can actually eat him.
Fried tree bark. Oh, my favorite.
My favorite.
It's a lizard folk. He can eat it. He can stomach it.
Awful. So just
I know.
you ask
The trick is to only eat from softwood trees.
you ask the townsfolk where you can find the best tree bark fritters in town, and they point you over. They're like, I don't know if they got tree bark, but they do have food over here. So they point to where the tavern would be.
Yeah, I was laughing.
Are you okay, man?
Don't die.
Just don't die.
Sorry.
I'm alive again.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you all follow Jotsu as you head to the tree bark fritters.
Yeah.
Tree bark
It's like-
fritters.
So you walk into.
No, I just looked at Jatsu. It was just like he eats tree bark.
So you walk into the tavern, and unlike Valencia, this place is dingy and like, I don't want to say dirty. It's just kind of like it's not like in Valencia. Everything here is very well worn. The atmosphere is very different. You're kind of just like you just feel drained being here.
Mm-hmm.
I walk up and take a table for the party.
Okay.
And I gotta just look around the room tried to take it in. I'm like, you know, for some reason, this isn't how I imagined Little Valley.
Something does feel off.
It's supposed to be a lot more affluent than this. What was it now? Beak.
Yeah.
You and Shenandoah, you go in, is there like an innkeeper?
Yeah, there's a tavern master. He's an old human
Yeah.
man doing the typical
Yeah.
thing. He's got the armband on. He's shining a glass. The glass looks
Yeah.
dirtier the more he cleans it, though.
I'm like, hey, Beak, you and Shenandoah, you go talk to that innkeeper over there. Try to figure out what's going on with this town. See if anything's changed recently.
Mm-hmm. And just
Exactly.
nods and approaches.
So, Beak, you walk over to the bar, and just imagine an old white guy. He's sitting there,
Yeah.
being old, and he's like, "What do you want?"
It's literally me.
I was just wondering. Is that thing still clean? Just points at the wipe.
So he looks at you and he says, throws the wipe on the ground, and then kind of just like gets down and picks up another one from like a bucket of water, and he's like, "Anything else, Your Majesty?"
What do you mean, Majesty?
He doesn't answer you.
Anyways.
He kind of stands there, just making eye contact with you, now rubbing the dirt with his wet rag.
This is one of his eyes is not even focusing. It's just going past him.
What are you in town for, if you don't mind my asking?
It came. Oh wait. Why were we here again? Just looking back at the party.
The bounty picture.
Yeah.
Give him the
Right,
money
right,
towards
right.
the guy.
Right. Yeah. Well, I heard there was something strange going on.
The man scoffs and is like, "Strange in Little Valley?" Nah, you must be mistaken.
Well, there's been a bunch of strange things I've seen recently. I don't think. I don't think I want to elaborate.
That's funny because I don't recall asking.
Excuse me.
What are those things for show? And he kind of like looks at where your ears should be, and he's like, "Oh, anyway, how long are you gonna be here for?"
Let's say a few days, maybe a little longer.
I reckon you shouldn't stay too long now. Overstay your welcome.
Bro's
Mhm.
literally an innkeeper. What the hell?
I know, right? And I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Please don't give me money.
I take out my gun, others.
I'll take out my gun.
So after he says that, he says, "Folks here tend to like to keep things stable. You know what I mean?"
Huh.
That's
huh.
for horses.
Did you say that in character, or is that out of character?
Oh, sure, I'll say it in character. I'm just like sitting back at the table over listening. I just like look at the cat. I'm like, that's for horses. The cat just nodding at me.
So the man looks at you and he says, "Oh, I see you must be a traveling comedian, right? Is that what that is? You got jokes, funny man?"
I want to say comedian, but I'm definitely the funniest man I know. And I reach into my pocket, hold up a mirror at the guy.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just about to get kicked out of this place. I don't know why the hell Jatsu's doing this.
He's just there.
I was at the table just like fisting a jar of jam, just like eating as much as I could.
Cracking open peanuts and just throwing them on the ground, not even eating them. Just making a mess.
Making a
Jesus.
mess. Slathering honey on a piece of bark like a piece of toast.
Man, send me some of that bark. It looks great.
I gotta figure out if there's a way to make a potato skin look like tree bark, like cutting it in a certain way to give it like the ridges
Oh
or
my
whatever.
The
Bro.
ridges, bro.
Yeah, like, cause I was just telling John yesterday, like, I want to learn how to make potato skins. It can't be that difficult. I gotta make like tree bark fritters now. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
Should-
God.
Honestly, if you There's probably a good way to do it, especially if you soak them first, like really get softened up.
Mhm.
I might be able to do that.
Anyway, Smitri, how are you doing?
I got the power back.
Good.
I'm missing a map though. Again.
Fine. It's
I need
fine.
a map. He's back.
I need a hero.
Need map. Need map.
Need map.
Need
Okay. Please, sir, do you have a map? All right. So yeah, Barbas, you're sitting here. You've never been to the little valley, but you've heard tales. You've heard stories of what a nice and carefree and wonderful place this is. But upon reaching it, you're kind of like, this place sucks.
I would like to investigate if there's any kind of, I guess, arcane signature or remains of just magic being here. Because
Give me a Arcana check with advantage.
right away. How did wait advantage? Oh,
Advantage is bottom left
Yeah, ADV.
of the ADV.
can you roll that for a moment? I got kicked again.
I got you.
Yeah.
Arcana.
That is 12. Wow, you have a 6 on Arcana?
Yeah, they're kind of pretty good. All right, so so you're sitting there, and it's kind of faint, but you can tell that there is some kind of arcane energy all over this place. It's not directly affecting things. People are just kind of like soaked in it, I guess is the best way to describe it. Yeah, there's definitely some fuckery happening. So the bartender sees you kind of just like looking around, and he says, "Now, son, you best stop that now."
Why now?
He starts pointing at Barbas, and he's just like, "Yeah, that magic stuff, we don't take too kindly to that around here."
Huh.
That's interesting. But don't worry, I'm not going to do any more of that.
So that would be in your best interest.
Morin goes up to the bar tender and he asks, "Let me have your finest ale, please."
So he looks over at you and he says, "Dwarf, that'll be 1 gold."
That's rather expensive ale, isn't it?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
So he shoots you a look, Beak, and he says, "Well, you see, I had the good stuff for the dwarf here. Regular ale will be like water to him, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, I do. I get it. I get it.
Both of you roll
He gets
insight.
alcohol from
No, he isn't. Rarely drinks.
Yeah, both of you roll insight.
That doesn't smoke, but occasionally drinks. Insight is wisdom. Nice to
Wait, who's rolling inside?
Both of you.
That's an
Okay.
8.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Beak, you buy the excuse. You're like, yeah, this guy's just looking out for him, giving him the good stuff. Morin, you absolutely know you're being discriminated against by this guy.
racism.
What? Johnson just looks up. What?
the fabled racism. I've never seen it before in action.
I take out the gold and put it on the table and wait for him to serve the drink.
What the
Right.
fuck?
So he goes and he pours you. What did you ask for? An ale?
Yeah.
Right. So he goes over and he reaches for a handle at a keg with a tap in it, but then he thinks about it for a second, and then he crouches down and then pours from a different one, slides it over to you.
I take a look at I pick it up and like take a sniff of it and then take a sip of it. How does it taste?
Give me a perception before you drink from it.
It's a 20.
So without even having to go any further, you take this thing and you look at it, and this is absolutely not an ale. It's not even a beverage. It's quite literally just like dirty water.
Then I don't take a sip. Then I say, "This is really your finest. What kind of joke of a place are you running here?"
He kind of like
Oh,
scoffs
got it.
under his breath, and he's like, "It's the finest that I'll give to someone like you."
Hmm. Well, then I guess you don't take too kindly to dwarves, so it looks like I need to remind you that dwarves don't let people get between them and their beer. And I reach over and I grab him by the collar.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's not beat up an old man.
I don't care how old he is. He just disrespected all dwarves,
Beat him up. Go
including
for it.
myself.
Just like,
Including
put him on,
myself.
do it! Just from outside
I'm
the
here
thing.
on behalf of all dwarves.
Get him!
Man, Jatsu is watching this, and like, as he sees the gold being handed for one ale, I just look over at Aura the cat. I'm like, I've never seen someone cuck so hard in my life.
Never in my life.
And then I give some of my eggs to the cat.
Shoes roll around on the table.
Yeah, the commotion.
Hold on a minute.
All right, you got this man by the collar. What are you doing?
I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do.
And don't give him a chance. Like, he's going to cuck you again. Like, you need to do something now.
I mean, I was
Like,
about to slam his head on the counter, but I'm waiting to see what the DM.
All right, so you grab this man,
Hmm.
and he doesn't bother to even like address you. He's just looking at you, stone faced, not even giving a shit. So if you're gonna slam, we'll do a opposed strength check. All right, see if you can beat this. So he got a 3, and you just bang his fucking head on the table.
And then as I do that, I say, "Perhaps your ears aren't working so well. I think I ordered your finest ale."
So before it can escalate any further, Barbas, you feel a hand push you, like push you aside, and a very deep voice just go like, "Now, what's all this commotion?"
I was once again kicked. I did this normally, but if there's a person on screen right now, I can't see them.
There's no person on screen, no.
Oh, okay. I look back at the person pushing me aside, and essentially just push myself a little bit towards them, I guess. Just say, well, the commotion is the barkeeper is being, to say the least, quite unfriendly to one of my companions.
So the person standing behind you is built like a brick shit house. He's
No.
he's a human, but it's basically like an ogren but smaller.
Oh shit.
I mean, Kata-chan?
Kind of, yeah, with the
Again?
bulging biceps.
Uh-oh.
And so he says,
Goliath.
"No." Oh yeah, no, his dungarees are made of the strongest Goliath-proof denim.
Same company that makes parachutes.
So he looks over and he said, "Well, it's funny because from my perspective, I just noticed the dwarf for no reason assaulted an elderly man. Now, I hope someone can give me a very good reason for that."
Jatsu just screams up from the back, "He's racist!" As I'm like licking out the inside of a jar jam.
Oh my God.
Chinoa's just watching this while she's eating, so she's drinking like whatever beer they got or piss poor ale they got.
So the man just kind of chuckles to himself and draws his pistol from his belt and just kind of like scratches his temple with it. He's like, "Now, see, it must be that my common is not too good. You don't speak at a common. So now I ask for a good reason why you are attacking my completely defenseless old man bartender here."
Warren kind of lets go of the and throw like kind of like just throws him, lets him go to so he can fall down to the ground or whatever. Or,
Mhm.
And then I turn over and I say,
You throw him
"Eh,
like a guy has a pistol put on you, and you throw the old man.
no."
Gently.
Morin's not afraid. He turns and he says,
Fight.
he just he disrespected, and I was only asking for what I paid for. And if you have a problem with that, then perhaps we can take this discussion outside as well. Of
So
course,
Fighting
he
words.
if we were to fight in this place, I'm sure it would be an improvement on decoration as well.
so
Oh.
the man kind of just like he looks at you, blinking slowly, and he says, "Son, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna act like you value your life." Okay, so that he walks outside, comes back in again, and he says, "Now, this is the craziest thing. I see an old man on the ground, and someone assaulted him. Now, unless somebody wants to die, they're gonna explain to me how this happened. You there, short man, you look like you like to live. Tell me what happened."
Short man.
Jesus
I'll-
Christ.
Morin walks
Quiet
up
from
to
the peanut gallery.
Morin walks up to this guy like with no fear whatsoever, and he says, "I told you, your old man disrespected me, and I won't take kindly to that."
Wow.
So he's kind of just he's looking at you in complete amazement, and he says, "Now, just so I'm clear," and he counts all of you in the room, including the cat, and he's like, "All of you are together, I'm assuming."
No, not all. We don't know who he is.
Beak is just
And,
busy
and, and,
busy
if, and
eating
if
popcorn.
if anybody in here says otherwise, they're lying to you. Because
I just Beak is just tending to the old man at this point, just sharing popcorn with him.
sharing popcorn with him. The man's
Yeah.
passed out, just shoving popcorn in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's just on his back with his mouth open, and Beaks is throwing kernels into it. He's not even eating them because he's unconscious. Just filling his mouth up with popcorn.
Honestly, before that, I would have given him a like a health potion. The half of it at least.
B's gonna give him a health potion, not wake him up and suffocate him on popcorn.
Hey, it will take longer to suffocate on popcorn now.
Exactly. He has a chance to wake up.
Lizard Folk Big Brain Moments, Volume 2.
Amazing.
If you give liquid to someone, they will have a harder time drowning in kernels.
Everyone knows this.
God.
So he looks at you flabbergasted, or looks at Morin flabbergasted, and he says, "Well, I guess we're gonna have to do this, not even the hard way, because it'll be easy for me. Morin, I need you to make a crucial, and I mean crucial, dexterity saving throw."
You want you to?
Let's see. 19.
So you actually managed to just barely get out of the way of this guy's fucking punch. This dude, you feel if he had connected with that hit, you would not be in Rush Hour 3. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh,
What punch?
So he says, "Oh, we got a little dancing man, huh?" Let's take this outside then. And he kind of just wanders out into the street. So I'm gonna need you to make give me 3 ranged attacks.
Range attacks.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess I'll use the trench gun then.
So as you're walking outside, he's gonna say, "You know how a duel works, yes?"
I do, but what are the ways you do them in these parts?
Same as always, back to back, 40 paces, turn around, fire until one of us is dead.
While this is happening, Chanel will try to stealth outside.
Shano, I'm very glad you did that. I need you to roll a very crucial perception check.
Oh, thank you, God.
So, Shano, as soon as you walk outside, these people, not even being subtle about it, there are snipers on the roof. There are people kind of just milling around, hands on their guns. You know that if Morin goes through with this duel, he's more likely to get perforated.
Is he just walking outside the door, or is he still up there?
They're
Or still in
they're
the bar?
they're standing back to back at in the street. Like if this duel is allowed to commence any further, the second that they get far enough apart, Morin's probably more likely to get shot to pieces.
yeah, looks like we have to deal with this on our own.
Well, before they start the duel, I tell him, "May I speak with this fine dwarven gentleman for a moment?"
The large man says, "Of course. Please get his will and testament while you're at it."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can I go talk to the Lord? Yeah. Whenever they're
I
done,
go
I
to
want to talk to the
Lauren
Lord.
and I tell the dwarf, "Look around you before you do anything stupid." Then I go back into the bar.
So, Morin, I need you to make a perception check.
Perception. All right. And I've only done one gun thing, but let's
We're
see.
gonna do that in a moment.
Can I talk to the large guy after that?
May I
Alright.
also roll a perception check?
Yes.
See if I can see them.
Okay, so, Jutsu, you're talking to the large man. What are you saying?
You know what, son? I like you. I like your moxie. More than that, I think you have some grit to you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought of joining the Black Watch? Because we're about to have an opening in the next few minutes.
Jane SDCR decrees Violet doesn't have a new shirt.
with 4 digits.
Okay, that was I did not have that's that mature.
You see, I wasn't a big fan of this cruise. I figured, I'd try to build one of my own, piece by piece.
Chanel will just try to we'll try to survive just to spite you.
Just Beak just looks around, by the way, with a 13. I assume I see them. just that guy has a gun. That guy has a. That guy has a.
Yeah,
That guy
Morin,
just
you're
looks at the-
either too short or you're too focused on this duel to pay attention. But
Mhm.
Beak, you absolutely notice. So yeah, no, there are definitely dudes posted up all over the place.
Just be,
How close is Beak to me right now?
I'm on the porch of the building, like about 5 feet, 10 feet.
Big American.
And remember, aim for the center of mass. He's a dwarf. He's all center of mass.
I kind of like try to give a motion to Beak, like to go look inside. Like
Look inside where.
Your heart.
Anywhere you want.
What do you? What?
I'm looking inside my popcorn bucket.
No.
Fucking Christ.
I gesture for Beak to come over because clearly he's not understanding.
yeah, I will. It's what it's 11 intelligence for you, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, just moving over. Yeah.
I tell
Hmm.
tell Beak while I'm doing this, you can go look around the bar because I'm sure everyone will be watching this.
No.
While he does, after he says that, it just gets like a silver piece from below the bucket.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I like from below the popcorn bucket, we just pulled out a silver piece.
Okay.
Well, at least there wasn't a hole in the popcorn bucket.
Oh no.
Hold on to this. Well, yeah, and he just walks back inside, and yes, the popcorn does spill out everywhere.
Oh no.
You know, Beak inspired me. I just got my own popcorn.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, there's like a small kind of note on the back of the coin. It says for the Grim Reaper. Smile.
Okay.
Unfucking
I didn't see that shit coming.
Jesus Christ.
That's just the thing that I do with most of my characters. They all have this kind of thing.
You didn't see that one coming.
I did that last time as well with Brian, if you remember.
Yeah, I must have forgot. What's the big guy's name? I would have asked him his name.
So the big guy looks at you and he says, "They call me Joe Biden, the big guy." No.
What?
When it looks like it's really, when it looks like it's really Jover for that dwarf over there.
He's obviously he's obviously named Brick Ass House.
Yeah.
Brick ass house. I just start patting him on the back. I'm like, "Come on, Snake, let's rattle. Let's get this show on the road."
The fucking Wilhelm scream. Yeah. So
Wake up.
the large man looks at you and he's like, "Well, I don't forget what my mama named me, but the folks around here they call me Brutus."
Brutus. That's a good name. My name's Jatsu. Yeah, reach out, shake his hand.
Who's doing that?
All right. Can I make a perception check about this guy?
I did want to.
Or an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. I cannot roll.
I'll do it for you. Insight. What are you trying to figure out with your insight roll?
Just see what I can pick up about him on his personality. If there's any traits, anything on his person that might give away, like, are his hands heavily calloused? Is there any indicators on his clothes, like coal, mud? Give me something that he might be doing for a living. Do I recognize him in any way with the name?
So, with a name like Brutus, you know for a fact it's not his real name because he forgot what his real name is. But yeah, no, his hands are heavily calloused. He's worked several days in his life. He's just a large, brutish man, and he's not a friendly man at all.
Look at that! Look at those thick calluses on your hand. God damn, I could play a guitar with one of those. Can I take one?
He looks at you and he's like, "You want to take one of my calluses?"
You know what? No, we can handle that on the road later. Good luck out there, Brutus.
He looks at you sideways and he's just like, "These damn."
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
Damn strangers.
Damn strangers.
I just go sit back next to Captain. Look at that. That's a real man. That's what we need on our team. That's why I need to hold me close at night.
Well,
So meanwhile, Beak is just kind of trying to investigate while everyone is focused outside.
Okay.
That's 10
So
by
we got-
10.
So we're gonna let, and Jatsu just says, "So are we gonna let him kill the dwarf or what?"
I already gave him a hint.
Yeah, that's my whole thing too. It's like if we're cool with letting them fight to the death, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure.
I cannot stress enough how okay I am with that.
I'm just doing what he told me. Just look around.
He's there doing his part.
Yeah, well, I mean, my character is a very prideful dwarf, so I'm sticking to my pride.
As all wise men do.
Absolutely.
And it's funny you should say that because wisdom is actually my worst trait. So
Okay. Let me put his token down. I thought this was gonna go a very different way, so I didn't think to make a guy for him, but that's what he looks like. Just a big old brick shithouse of a man.
okay.
It's
A
a
big
it's a
old
very
swag.
stylish hat though.
Oh yeah, no, you can tell this guy likes the finer things in life: big hats, big booty bitches. So,
It's I rolled a 10 for investigation, by the way.
okay.
Do I find anything?
What are you looking for?
Just anything really.
Anything really?
I mean, you find a room you're
Out of-
in.
Like out of the ordinary.
No, I mean outside of the people that you saw on the roofs and things like that, the very clear snipers. All right, Morin, give me initiative.
I'll just go for the toilet break real quick.
No.
20. So he goes first and he says, "Well, now you see, son, where you messed up. You came into my town. You insulted my bartender. You insulted my decor of my town. I gave you the chance." And he looks around at everybody. I gave him the chance, right? I'm not, you know, I don't want anyone to think I'm a bad man here.
No, you're completely justified. Like you tried so hard, he just didn't want to listen. Anyway, like let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, no,
Jesus
but
Christ, man.
the second you say get the show, the second the D in road fucking hits the air, a shot breaks off. Let's see if he's not cockeyed.
Yeah. Gonna eat a popcorn with a catnip sprinkle on it.
Mm-mm. All right, so that's one. Now you go, Morin.
I'm just rolling the hit, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, do your damage.
All right, that would be trench gun.
So you bring a fucking shotgun to a fucking pistol duel, and it's like, oh well, goddamn. Morin, make a crucial perception.
All right.
So you notice that after you let that shot rip off, there are people that have been kind of just milling around the area, and now they're starting to form a crowd. Everybody inside the bar also notices this. There are no throngs of people just kind of hanging around the bar now.
Are they watching us or are they watching the duel?
Yes.
Yes.
How many of them are in the bar?
Inside the bar, there aren't any, but in the street, there are tons. There are guys on the roofs. They're all starting to mill about and starting to get agitated. All right, go, Morin.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I'm telling them we should be get ready to either run away or there's going to be a firefight coming out of this.
No, yeah, no. I'm sure it's fine. Brutus has my back. Anyway, like we can
Yeah,
at least
Brutus has
we
your
can
back?
we can at least sacrifice the dwarf while we slip out the back.
I assume 15 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Okay.
So I start to rally everybody. I'm like, come on, let's go out the back of the let's go out the
Your
back
turn?
of the inn.
I see I have come back to something interesting.
Beak, shake a leg. We're leaving. We're leaving immediately.
Well, what's happening?
There is a wild gunfight hanging out in the middle of the thing. You
Exactly.
missed.
While he's killing the dwarf, we're leaving immediately out the back
Missed
of
with
the
the
inn.
19.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's damage. There it is. So as this gunfight is popping off, you hear way off in the distance. Hopefully I made this guy's character. I think I did. Yeah. You hear a loud, booming voice go, "Hey, that's enough!" And before Brutus can fire off another shot, he just kind of like looks at the ground, puts his gun away. The crowd eventually just disperses, but Brutus remains. An old man walks up carrying some sort of religious text.
Not another old man.
And he says, "Now what is happening in the street?" Looking at you, Morin, filled with lead. And he's just like, What did you do?"
I only asked respect from your bartender, and I returned what he was asking for. And then this gentleman over here came in and decided he wanted to tango. So I, being a dwarf and full of pride, I could not stand this one down.
That goes on the grudge list. We're gonna resolve this later at the end of the campaign.
Yeah. Question: did the party slip out the back of the inn or not, or are we all just kind of watching through the windows?
You're watching through windows. You realize that, like, even if you had tried to slip through the back, there are so many people at the time that you just would have got separated in a crowd. Now, the crowd is more or less dispersed, and this preacher man is standing here admonishing both Morin and Brutus. Brutus tries to start making excuses, but the old man just straight up just backhands the shit out of this unit, and he says, "Get out of here." And Brutus just and leaves.
Yeah. Now, Morin is full of lead, like just bleeding out there, right?
Oh yeah, no, he got lit the fuck up at one point. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is he still alive or down?
He's still alive.
Still alive.
Oh shit. Well.
Shinoa looks at Jutsui. Looks like your plan to kill him didn't go through, huh?
I'm planning to kill. No. You don't understand. I know this town a little bit better than I was letting know. I knew that this old preacher man would come out and put things to an end. The problem is, you don't want to challenge Brutus and these locals. You just have to let things happen. And now, I think the dwarf compadre out there has learned his lesson.
Yeah, right.
You ought to give me more credit, Shenandoah.
You just try to leave him to die.
So the preacher
I didn't
man
want to leave him to die. All right.
You were trying to recruit the guy who tried to kill him.
Look, Shenandoah, that was all just part of my scheme. You see, I was doing insight checks on this
plan.
I want to roll for insight. I am doubting this motherfucker. Like, I'm pressing the X button right now on my PS5 controller. I am fucking like, I'm like, yeah, I'm super doubting you. Super doubting you. I'm gonna roll insight.
Press A to doubt.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, look at that. 17 inside.
All right, now
just eating floor popcorn now.
Jutsu, you either have to roll a deception or a persuasion, depending if you're telling the truth or not.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely telling the truth. So I'll roll deception.
Persuasion then. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
So you have a 0 charisma, so you're terrible at lying.
Oh, I know I have 0 charisma.
Yeah, so Shinoa, you're sitting there taking him to task, and he's like, "Nah, it was my plan all along." But he's like doing shifty eyes, and he's loudly sweating.
Yeah, it's like, I know this man, old game called Among Us.
Look, Shenandoah, let me ask you: did we really need that dwarf? Like, in all honesty, do you really think he's gonna help? Like, he just assaulted an old man after, like, He drew the line after giving him 1 gold.
Well, like, look at you. Do you know golden dwarves? You're crazy.
Oh my god. Anyhow, Shenandoah, what you need to be focusing on is what's happening out in front of us, all right? Now I'm trying to eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm. Senandona is like, we'll note of Jotsui's suspicion to try to kill his party members.
So
Sure,
the
they just
preacher,
that one.
the preacher man walks over
I'm
to you
pretty chill
both.
with everybody else.
He walks over to you both and he's like, all right, everyone who's not me, shut the fuck up. Who are you and what are you doing in my town?
My name's Jotsu.
I ignore him. I point him, like I show him the bounty. We're here for the bounty.
His eyes get like really big and he's like, bounty? What bounty?
Show him the bounty, the bounty thing I took, the bounty poster.
All right, roll a crucial insight.
Oh fuck! Insight, don't fail me now. I will re-roll that shit so hard. No, that was a 19.
So you look at this man's face as he looks at the bounty, and you're trying to see if he like notices the blood or not. And it's kind of hard to tell. You're not entirely sure if this guy is guilty or not. He kind of looks at you. He's like, a load of fucking hogwash. I want all of you out of my town as soon as possible. What are you doing here? What business do you have?
I step in. Yes, sir. Preacher man, I can tell you right now. Yeah, I know as a man of the cloth, you can respect this, but we have a job to do.
Just
Now,
for
unfortunately, people are going missing, and we're not going to leave until we find out what's going on. And we're
Just for
here
reference-
on official Black Watch activities.
Sorry. Just for reference, what Beak's doing with the survival and medicine check. Like, first, the survival, is he dead?
No.
If so, is he edible? And then realizing that he's in fact not dead, is he wounded? Rolls a 9. Nah, I guess he's fine. Just taking a nap.
You slowly start to bite him, but then he moves. Like, oh no, wait, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh my!
I'm not dead, you lizard.
Want some popcorn?
The cat lady experience.
I let out a sign, like grab a piece of the popcorn.
It's the
As I'm
only
just-
few pieces that weren't in the sand.
All right, babe, you were sitting on the table as a firefight broke out. What are you doing?
Immediately. Force will immediately go out the building.
Mhm.
Fire.
All right, you're outside of the building. Now what?
It's a gunfight, not a fire. In case you.
I know. Seeing the others doing a gunfight. Or like
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
get crossfired and all.
So while the gunfight was going off, she got the zoomies and started just running around the bar. But then the firefight has died down, and now there's an old man yelling at your team.
Looking at them. No.
Yeah.
Are they fighting, right?
They were fighting. Now they're not anymore. One guy is hurt and bleeding. These guys are getting yelled at by an old man. But there is a particularly nice ray of sunshine. You feel like you probably lay down and take a nap.
Oh no.
So, by the way, if I give like I was like
I
saying,
hate sunbathe.
I give the old man like half a healing potion earlier. I can just give the other half tomorrow, can't I?
Yeah, that's fine. 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, that would be 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Miara comes out trying to investigate what's going on, realizes that nothing is happening, gets real tired, and just plops down on her side and takes a nap.
Yeah. Can I look at the preacher man and say, what deity do you represent?
So he looks at you, and for the first time in this whole conversation, his face kind of like lights up, and he gets real excited. He says, well, boy, how much time do you got?
Yeah, depends how much you have to say.
He looks at the ground. He says, "Well, shit, you got me. That's completely true." He says, "I am a preacher of the venerable Wenday.
Wenday.
Jutsu, roll a history.
Absolutely. Can somebody roll my history?
Yeah, I got you. I keep forgetting that you don't have a thing.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, it has history and religion.
I'm obviously your most well-prepared player.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
No,
so...
and just so y'all know, during the firefight, Jatsu was hiding in a barrel.
Of course, an illusory barrel. So, Jutsu, you know that Wenday is a well-known and well-practiced religion, or a religious figure. She is a goddess of harvest and bounty, and followers of Wenday have a very strict credo of their personalities being always fresh and never frozen. So they're always trying to be welcoming. They always try to see the best in people. They try to never give off a cold or callous demeanor. So you find that kind of strange, considering the incredibly frozen and not fresh at all reception you got in this town.
Yeah, so I kind of look at him and say, "Oh, I'm very familiar with Wenday, the gods of harvest. Now, usually, our followers have always given me a warm welcome, especially when we came with good tidings and help, like we did today. Can't speak on behalf of the dwarf, don't know him, but you might tell me what seems to be going on with this town, because you seem to garner a lot of respect from these people, but they don't seem to be so warm and welcoming like most Wenday followers."
So he kind of like hangs his head in shame a little bit, and he says, "You know what? You're right. My apologies. Come with me to the temple."
Happily.
Just pick up more and just follow the group.
I can walk. I'm not.
You just
bad.
drag them. You just drag them by the dick.
Drag him by his ankles. He's not even unconscious. Just out the entire time.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ow, ow.
Oh, that's a rock there. Boom.
You see that gunshot wound? Put your finger in there for better leverage.
Yeah.
Just dragging through a pile of shit. Just
oh no! Here comes a giant fist.
My, what a lovely gravel road we're taking.
So he kind of just puts you in random places in the church, and he sits down there, and he says, "I'm very sorry for my flock. Things have been tense as of late. But my name is Father Duro. I'm a preacher of Wenday, and as long as you are in Little Valley, this place can be, a place of solace, safety, security, all the words that begin with S."
So I mean,
Sexy.
Sodomy.
Slaughter. We're here to do a job. So I mean, what we could find could also be able to help the town. So I mean, can you describe to us what's been happening? Can you tell us further? So we could prevent any more like events like this happening in the future.
Yeah, he crosses his arms and nods, and he says, "All right, son, I'm gonna need you," talking to Jotsu, "I'm gonna need you to lock that back door for me over there."
Sure. I'll turn around and I'll lock it.
All right. So you put the lock on the door, bar it, and he gathers everybody close together around his desk, and he says, "Now listen, I'm not sure how much you all know about the arcane, the dark occult." Junior over here on this little ray of sunlight, taking a nap.
Yeah, I gotta look up at him from under my hat. And say, might be a little familiar with that.
Just a little bit.
So Jotsu, he looks at you for an extended period of time. You start to feel like almost uncomfortable. I will roll for you an insight.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what this man is thinking. He's just kind of just staring lovingly into your eyes. But he begins to speak.
Lovingly.
He begins to speak in a dark and like eldritch tone, something that you know as hag speak.
Ooh. Would I speak hag speak?
Yes, you absolutely would be able to speak hag speak.
Absolutely. So what is he saying to me?
He's looking at you and he's saying, "Boy, I can see your scars and your wounds, even the ones that you think are healed." And he kind of just like looks at you up, and he's more looking through you than at you.
Like he's looking at my energy or my soul.
He steps around in front of this table and kind of puts. He holds up both hands on the other side of your head, to get in a asking like for permission kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
First thing I say is, I want to expect such words from a holy man like yourself. Yeah.
So he looks at you and he says, "There's a lot that's been happening recently." So he reaches out and he touches your face. Jotsu, you feel electricity through your spine. The things that are going on with you that only we know about, you feel them pulsing and changing slightly, and for a brief moment you feel respite, like you feel actually like relaxed and normal.
Fantastic. I kind of just take a step back, a little bit astonished. I'm like, "What'd you just do?"
He smiles.
What'd you just do?
He smiles and he looks at you and he says, in Hank again, "Nothing that hasn't been done to you before, boy." And you look at his hands, and his hands are now like blackened and like burned and charred a little bit. And you feel like he just took a bunch of the goop and the nastiness right out of you.
Yeah. Thank you, preacher. Thank you, preacher. Thank you, preacher. And like Jotsu just keeps thanking him just over and over again profusely. Tell us what. Yeah. Tell us what seems to be the issue in your town.
So he sits back down at his desk and he kind of just he brings out a small basin of water and just dips his hands into it. Over time, the blackness kind of just seeps from his fingers into the bowl, and he kind of just puts it away somewhere. So he says, "Well, you see, this is the one true faith, Wende. However, times have been hard. Harvests have not been bountiful, and tough times make things more difficult for everybody, as I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
So, just outside of town, a new devotion, I guess you could say, has popped up, and it's led a lot of my flock astray. It makes boundless promises. It tells them that they'll get whatever they want so long as they give everything they have. As you can see, this small temple is just that, small, humble. I don't take more than I need in order to provide services for the town, but this new place, I've never seen anything like it. The thing is,
No, it's just what's Shinoa interrupts briefly. What's the name of this religion, if I may ask?
So the preacher man kind of looks down and he says, I'm not even sure how I don't know how it's pronounced, honestly. So he kind of like draws a symbol. And you all know it from the Black Watch is just like a basic pentagram. However, the script in there is very clearly demonic. Like it's not even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're looking for.
How far is this place from town?
You can see it from here. So as he tells you to open the door again and walks outside. So he points to the end of the valley where the mountainside kind of like curves around, and you can see at the very tippy top there's a spire, and it's probably the biggest building any of you have ever seen. This is multiple stories tall, just like a Gothic cathedral. Enormous, goddamn enormous. No reason for a church in the Wild West to be that big.
Yeah. So I look over at him like, this is what I think it is.
Most likely.
Looks like
Not
it.
you. Not you. Not you either. I'm talking to the preacher.
Oh, me didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So the preacher man looks over at you and says, "What do you think it is,
Yeah,
son?"
say it in hag speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I think it is.
Well, he asks you, "What do you think it is?"
I said you think that this is dark occult magic. Yeah, I'm guessing this is also where you learn to speak the way that you do, or this language.
He laughs a little bit to himself. He says, "No, I learned to speak this in my training, but this I definitely feel is not of this world."
Yeah, I got you. Anyway, we'll take care of it for you. We're gonna do some reconnaissance over there, see what we can learn.
Okay.
And we'll try to get this down back on path for you, preacher. More importantly, we're gonna find out what's been happening to the people, who's been disappearing. Would you have any information on that? Is it men, women, children? Is there a pattern?
He thinks for a long while, and he says the disappearances have coincided with the appearance of this new faith. Yes, it's men, women, children, but not a whole lot, not all at once, over time here and there. But the strange thing is that the people that go missing, we don't remember that they ever were here. So, I mean, people have lost their children, children have lost their parents, so on and so on. And the only people that know that the person who was gone and that was even missing is somebody who was not here at the time.
Yeah. I kind of want to metagame a little bit.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm just allowed to say this at all, but this kind of sounds almost like a false Hydra situation. Have y'all heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what came to mind.
Very-
Like people disappear, you don't remember them.
Very
I mean,
familiar with it.
clearly that's not what's happening right now. Like
No.
this.
Obviously
yeah.
not, but
Obviously.
it's an interesting thought though.
Yeah, no, I just like that concept where like people disappear, but you can't remember them, kind of thing, because it's
Mhm.
fucking with your brain. Okay, let's move forward from that. Well, I turned to the crew. I'm like, well, looks like we have our first lead. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Well,
Now,
it only took a dwarf a bullet to the face, by the way.
oh, several bullets to the face, but I just want you to know that before we move forward, that we are dealing with the dark arcane. And whether or not any of you have any experience in this, I do want to warn you, likely one of you will die.
But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
It is absolutely a sacrifice. Die for me. Hey, look, read my lips. Die for me. But no, in all seriousness, we got to see what we can learn about that denomination, church, whatever
we got
we
a
like.
and we got a perfect one to like try to recon it. So
Absolutely.
and Shinoa looks at the cat lounging in the sunlight.
Wait, what do you mean about the cat? Can the cat even speak? I have so many questions about this cat that nobody's answering.
The cat can speak.
The cat can speak. I've never heard it.
Because you're not a cat person. And you're trying to kill us.
I have not tried to kill anybody.
My insight says it. My insight says you did.
I simply allowed somebody to face the consequences of his own actions.
It's true. I mean, he didn't facilitate anything. He was just there.
I'm over there. I'm just over there doing like the little Jewish hand rub.
Soon.
Yeah, I would say we could we could use Miaura to maybe scout out the church.
Yeah. Now, just to be clear, we have what? What's our? Because I'm a ranger. What else is everybody else?
I'm a ranger.
Okay, we got 2 rangers. Perfect. Shenandoah, are you a ranger?
Barbarian.
Okay, we'll have to make that work. I know we got the cat rogue. Yeah, no, the rogue is perfect.
And the
then
fighter, I think.
Yeah, and then Minoxidil or Menorah, whatever your name is over there.
Minoxidil? What?
Yeah,
Morin. It's Morin.
Yeah, Morin. Where are you again? You're a fighter?
I'm a fighter.
And we also have an artificer who isn't here right now.
No, absolutely. Oh man, I completely forgot I'm a ranger. That means at one point I could possibly pick up an animal companion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Jotsu has changed so much from the initial concept into this party just to kind of fit the party.
Mhm.
Like, all the weird shit I was gonna have him do kind of went out the window.
Yeah, because you're the only normal one here, kind
Yeah,
of.
I know. It's so hard to roleplay an awkward character in a party with awkward players.
Not even wrong.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, babe, it's your time to shine. I need you to be sneaky and stealthy. Okay. Get rid of Brutus. All right.
I really
So-
just want to get like a mouse animal companion who's just like living in constant fear of aura.
All right, baby. I need you to roll stealth. Oh my god.
Meow, 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 meow.
It's just a cat.
The cat slips through and just becomes a phantom. Babe, roll perception. So you sniff around in there and you're like too busy doing your own theme song. You pass by a bunch of important clues and you're like, ooh, fancy lights.
Well, it happened to me on Baldur's many times.
What are the rest of you doing while Mission Impossible is happening over here?
So what does the outside like really look like, honestly?
It looks like a giant stone cathedral.
Mhm.
Stone buildings in the West are not a common thing at all because you have to mine the stone from somewhere. This is intricately
Yeah.
carved, intricately designed, gloriously built, and you're wondering how in the hell could fucking peasants who don't know how to read build something like this?
Is there any way we could probably check Arcana check? Maybe if it was made by magic.
Yes, everyone can roll Arcana if you have Arcana.
Well, I don't, but mine sucks.
Wait,
Try.
does my character have Arcana?
I have a 0.
It should. Let's see.
I have a 15.
Wow.
I got a 15.
Better than mine 3.
So basically, it looks like this. Wait a sec here. If I so how I'm picturing this, right, is wait a sec here. Where is it? There it is. There you go. It looks it looks like this in my head right now.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It is a giant Gothic cathedral, and it's completely out of place. It does not make any sense.
Yeah, I'd assume, yeah.
Yeah. All right, babe. Give me another stealth check.
Oh, Notre Dame. Eldritch Blast.
You're still phantoming around all over the place. Give me another perception. There we go. Now you're starting to pay more attention to things. And you're starting to realize, hey, wait a minute. So, babe, you're looking down and you see that there are pentagrams carved into the floor. There are statues to deities and straight up demons, like things that should not be here. But you can tell with your Black Watch sight that like the normal person would not see these things. They would see like saints and angels and whatever, but you see what is actually underneath it all. You can keep going further in, or you can come back and tell the team.
I'd rather come back and inform the team about the information I gathered.
Okay. So the cat slinks back out while you guys are looking at this building, and she informs you that there are straight up demon statues inside. There are arcane symbols scratched into everything. There are pentagrams in the floor. Like, this is 100% a demon building. It's a demon building.
Yeah. Jatsu cannot understand her whatsoever. This is kind of like a Stewie Griffin situation.
Yeah.
It just looks down at Mira and just nods like, see, yeah.
Like the only thing I understood was meowder.
Mm, see anyone in there?
Meowdering time. Eee.
You see anyone in there? Just looking at the cat.
The cat circles around and lays down.
Beak will check the area.
Right?
Yeah. So who did understand her?
I did. I think I did.
Like, Beak, you speak cat? Well, hot damn.
He speaks. He practiced speaking chicken for a while. It's not that. It's not. It's pretty similar actually. It's both animal speech.
Yeah. All right. So who's all going in, or is it just Beak?
I'll accompany Beak.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is it in the middle of the day or is it the middle of the night?
It is like not the middle of the day.
Is there something I can change into, or at least make my Black Watch, like take off the badges from a Black Watch uniform or something?
Have you ever seen Fable Goes West, Colby?
Yeah, I'm very familiar, but why don't you explain it to everybody else?
Okay, so for those of you who aren't Colby and don't know, Fable Goes West, right? There's a thing in it where
actually, I know that one.
Yeah, there's a thing where they have hats from where they came from, and when they want to change it, they just take the hat, turn it inside out, and it becomes a completely different fucking hat. So I'm just applying this logic to your Black Watch uniform. You just take your hat, you just kind of flip it around, put it back on your head, and now you have a totally different outfit on.
Absolutely. I'm wearing like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Hot pink swim trunks. I'm wearing a Barbie. My Hawaiian shirt is unbuttoned. I'm wearing like a Barbie T-shirt underneath that says "I am Knuff."
I was about to say. I was about to say.
Oh my God! Wait, no. Did I send you that picture, Lassie?
What pic?
Oh, dude, I was fucking kin for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm describing something I wore the other day.
It sounds interesting.
Are you being stealthy, or are you guys just barging in there?
I'm trying to be stealthy.
All right,
I'll try to be stealthy.
All right, everybody who's trying to stealth, give me a stealth roll. I'll roll for Colby.
That's a 17.
Oh, 19. Nice.
Oh, wow, Colby got a fucking 20. All right.
Not 20.
All right, so
Yeah,
all
no,
of
I'm
you,
in my element.
Yeah.
I learned from Aura.
all of you just kind of flow into the room. I'll roll for Barbas. We'll assume that he got it. All right, Morin, give me a roll.
Yeah, I rolled so well. The party lost track of me. They're like,
Wait,
"Where's
why do I have
Johnson?"
disadvantage?
Like,
Because he's
I
got
rolled,
armor.
You're
I
wearing
rolled
armor.
a 70 on stealth. Nobody can see you. In fact, they don't even know if you ever existed.
Yeah, don't worry about disadvantage on that, because the game by default makes you do it if you have armor on, but don't worry about it.
It was 15, so he got the 15.
Okay. I'll say that Barbas just picks up June and he's just kind of just carrying the cat. So as you guys are moving your way through the church, you notice that like air doesn't flow here. Normally candles, whenever you open and close a door, would like kind of move with the sudden change in air pressure, but they don't at all. And you reach out and you kind of hold them. The candles have no heat. Like they're just illusions. Like everything here is more or less either an illusion or it's hiding something else entirely.
This place is so inherently evil. Even the candles give off the warmth.
Amazing.
See, I managed to use this god awful quote at least once.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Where was Lost
Let's
Valley
see,
when the
God-
Westfold fell?
Johnson doesn't have magic, does he? I don't think so.
Right, so I split you up into two teams: Beak, Barbas, and June on the left, and then Morin, Shinoa, and Jatsu on the right.
I don't have the map.
I do not have the map.
Wait, it's me, Morin, and Shnoa on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not good.
I'll send you a map, Colby, so you see what I'm looking at.
Okay, I didn't get that map. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a video too. Completely unrelated to the game. I might wait until after the game so I don't disturb you.
No.
He burnt my shake.
Just funny. Oh man, that pentagram. All right, so this is. I just like turn. I look at Shenandoah. I'm like, I know how I feel about the synagogue.
You don't always feel good about anything, especially if you're in the front.
Especially if I'm in the front. Wait, am I in the front?
You
You're
can be if you
like
want to be.
one of the most front ones currently.
Damn. Okay. I guess I will be the front of the party. Just stay within, like, shielding me with your body range.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Morin, get closer.
I mean, to be fair, you are the barbarian, so like it's just like I'm not saying you're a pussy or anything, but
Is you a
If
barbarian?
you're trying to rank me rage, it's not gonna work.
Oh, Chanel.
Yeah, Barabbas is carrying that one.
Yeah.
Well, she's sus of you.
I
You know it's sus of you.
I say work up front. It's just
Aura's tired. It's 4:28 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I put Warren up front.
Morin, shouldn't your health be full health again?
Yeah. Would Warren be at full health now, or is he still kind of fucked?
No, I'll this one. There you go. Okay.
Like because of all the people up here, like I should really not be in the front. Like honestly.
All right, I'll go first.
I'm semi-front. I'm semi-front, so it's not like I'm way behind you.
So
the thing is that that shouldn't make you feel better because it's a dwarf that's standing in front of you.
Yeah, how are you gonna be? He's not. How are you gonna hide behind him? Crouch.
For longer. I have more movement speed.
You could just shoot over him.
So,
exactly, but I'm technically in partial cover.
Morin, give me a investigation. Beak, give me an investigation.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. 10
Alright.
and a 6.
So, Beak, you're looking down here at these candles, and like we said before, they're not real. They're illusory, and whatever's underneath them is kind of just evil, just tainted, evil, gross. Not a fan of it. As you move up, there's like a collection plate kind of thing there. And what on the surface would appear to be like coins and offerings for the poor, you can clearly tell are things like teeth, rotting meat. Like, this is bad. Just straight up, like, cartoonish supervillain levels of evil.
Okay.
Morin, you walk over and you look at the candles and you're like, huh, that's weird. These candles aren't warm. There's an incense that just kind of smells really gross.
What's new?
No, like, even for incense, it smells really bad. And then, I mean, it's just like rotten eggs, like a sulfury kind of incense. Like, who the fuck would use this? As you move up, you see a book with writing that you can't decipher, you can't understand. You try to think back to your training. Give me a history. See if the souls within you can remember what this writing is. Nothing. You've never seen anything like this. It's clearly some sort of demonic script. You can tell that much, but what it says, you have no idea. Both of you, as you're moving up, if you're both moving stealthily, give me stealth checks, Morin and Beak.
Yep.
What was that?
So if you're moving forward, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
It's 13.
Yep.
Yeah. Can we take the
Yeah,
demon book?
that's an 8.
Okay. So, Morin, you're crouched down, you're doing your own theme music, you're combat rolling, everything's fine. Beak, you're kind of like following Morin, trying to do the same thing, but as you do a combat roll, you knock over and hit a suit of armor that was kind of like posted up against the wall, and it makes a very loud clang banging sound. And way in the back of the church, from behind a door that's locked, you hear, "Hey, who is that? Who's out there inside the church?"
Just
us mice.
just trying to do a mouse impression while hiding.
It's like a school shooter situation. We're in here.
Mm.
Can I grab the demon book?
Yes.
Yoink. Into my bag it goes.
Okay. So the voice again calls out, "If you don't answer me, I'm gonna come out and I am armed."
I would like to try mimicking the noise of a mouse, like a rat.
I would
Okay.
like to hide. I would like to hide in a barrel.
All right, everybody who's hiding, give me a stealth.
I like that tactic.
That's 17.
Okay. It should. Oh no.
Oh well.
17.
All right, and the roll for Jotsu. The hell?
I mean, do you want me to roll a d20 and then just add to it, or do you want to roll for me?
No. It was when I rolled it, the dice got glitched and was just kind of refusing to roll itself.
Oh,
So
that's weird.
I got it though. Yeah, so you got a 15. Yeah, so basically everybody but Shinoa fucking managed to hide.
Yep.
So the preacher man comes out, and where is he at?
So just so we can distinct them a little bit better.
Wait,
the-
what is this guy named? Totally not.
Totally not a demon.
Okay.
Just so we can have better distinction, can the Wende guy be preacher man and the totally not demon guy be the rabbi?
Well, his name is totally not an evil preacher. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you
Totally
get
not.
for like typecasting him.
he comes
So,
out
yeah.
and he's holding like a Winnie the Pooh style blicky, and he's like, "Who's out there? Show yourselves." And he just sees Shinoa kind of just like hiding behind like a candelabra, and he's just like, "I see you."
Deception roll. No.
No, you don't. I mean,
Deception roll. No, you don't.
you can pull a Mitreon and fucking do that. I see you. No, you don't.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Need a 20, bitch.
Perception is what? Wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a 14. He's like, well, I guess I'm seeing things. All right.
It's like the Skyrim meme. Halt! Crouch. Where did she go?
So he.
Oh.
Hmm?
You committed crimes against Skyrim and the people. What you say in your defense? What's up in the wind?
So he ignores your presence, Shinoa, and he says, "Oh," and he starts speaking in demonic chants and just saying, why are you testing me in this way?" And just beginning to just chant demonically. The room gets incredibly cold, incredibly fast. It's not great. You feel like you should probably leave.
Can I assassinate him?
You can most certainly try.
I mean, I have a fucking like I have a throwing knife. Try aim it at his head. I don't know.
Wanna know what's funny?
Hmm.
I can't do anything with like that without alerting all of China to our presence.
Yeah, definitely not. I got a silencer on my Thunderbus.
The blunderbuss.
Even the chicken hawk is just so fucking loud, dude.
Yeah.
So,
So-
if he's not paying attention, can I roll a stealth just to like to get up behind him and maybe knock him unconscious? Maybe we can
So-
interrogate him later.
As this man is chanting and ignoring your presence, the room, again, incredibly cold. The windows are starting to like bang and flutter. You can see your breath, your fingertips feel numb and tingly. And from beyond these walls where he came from, you can hear a deep, gravelly voice speaking words that you don't understand. You feel like if you stay here any longer, shit might get crazy.
I look at Jatsui. What do you want to do? Trying to like, should we leave or interrogate? What?
Jatsu is like, yeah, very nice. Okay, here's the plan. Die for me. Die for me. And I slowly start like trying to make my way to the exit.
So Jutsu is just straight up. He's fucking knees to chest. Naruto running out the door. Morin, give me an athletics.
I'm just going out the door then.
Alrighty.
I knew you was
Beat-
gonna do this.
Beat, give me an athletics.
Oh
Would it
boy.
be technically a disadvantage because lizards are cold-blooded?
No, that's fine.
Don't
Okay.
try to give yourself disadvantage, man.
I'm just trying to be accurate, you know?
I got you.
We'll count that if you roll a 1 or something. Oh no!
I know eventually this is gonna happen.
I'll just reroll.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Pivot.
Alright.
For that pivot though, like come on.
So you start to run, you feel your blood starting to get cold, you start to feel lethargic, and you're starting to slow down, but then you realize, if I stay here, I'll be the food, and you get a new burst of energy, and you come flying out the door.
Why can't Shinawa move?
So the door slams. Oh, Morin got left behind. Morin, I need
everybody made it.
I need you to make a very. Wait, did you re-roll anything, Morin?
I don't
No.
think he has.
Do you want to use your re-roll? It might be a good time.
Sure. I'll do a reroll. And it's
Oh
even
no!
worse. Oh no, it's the same. Okay.
So Morin, you try to tempt fate and hang in there just a little bit longer, when suddenly you're grabbed from like inside of your chest and just ripped forward up to this totally not evil creature. Everyone on the outside who made it to safety, you see Morin just like get pulled in, and the door slams shut.
Yeah, well, I turn to the party. I'm like, good. Everybody made it out. All right,
everybody
Well,
of value.
you do know now they're gonna be
already got
expecting
this
us, so we need to do this.
Yeah, no. Now it's not the right time. Did you see the power that's going on in there? We need to know what we're up against. So luckily, I grabbed this book while we were in there. It's in some kind of demonic deep speech. Hopefully, one of us will be able to translate it. But we can do some reconnaissance at the Church of Winday. Or not reconnaissance, I guess that's what we were just doing. We can meet back up at the Church of Winday and go over what we learned.
All right.
Wait. Before we do that, can I do something quick? So I just need to measure something. Yeah, okay, that's way too far. Oh well. Just yeah. I can't do shit. I just wanted to see how far this would be.
Right. So as you guys are trying to figure out what you're going to do, a small boy walks over to you, and he comes like out of the bushes. He's very malnourished. His clothes are ripped and torn. He's bleeding in several areas, and he kind of just like throws himself onto you all, just asking you for help.
Who is he going to sue me?
Sure.
I grab the boy and do a quick medicine check, I guess.
All right, give me medicine.
And ask who he is. Oh, fuck. I don't know.
So you hold him up and you're like, boy, this is a boy.
Your name is Boy. Okay, Kratos.
Boy.
Dad of boy. All right. Anybody else want to do a medicine while we're here?
9.
You look at him and you're like, yep, that's a human. That's a human boy. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll roll medicine. Let's go. That'll be the last. I guess the last one. I don't know.
Was almost a 2.
Barbara's got an 18, and then we'll go for Colby. Medicine. Actually trained in it.
Oh, I'm trained. Yeah, that's right. I am trained in medicine.
So So,
Five,
so
9,
Josu,
21, 9.
you walk up to this thing and you're like, yeah, my years of medical training have led me to this moment. This is a child.
Child.
There's only one thing worse than
Than a rapist. A child.
Either a child or a small adult.
So Barb
Let's
is
take him
pushing.
back to the church one day and find out.
Barbas pushes you all to the side, and it's just like, okay, idiots, give me the small child. So he takes the boy and kind of just like flips him around all over, looking at him, and he points out to you, this kid is malnourished. He has not eaten or drank in days. He's incredibly weak and exhausted. He's got several cuts, scrapes, bruises. Like this kid's in really bad shape.
Hasn't eaten. Have you seen how many trees are around here?
It's a bark buffet.
Yeah. Let's take him back to the church one day. See
Yeah.
what's going on with the job. See if we can figure out this book and figure out what the hell we just ran into.
Okay.
What about the dwarf?
What about the dwarf?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Let's go, team. Let's roll out blacks.
So as you try to leave the church, the boy becomes hysterical, and he says, like, no, please, you have to go in there. She's still in there.
Oh, for the love of...
Wait, no. Boy, look at me. Look, boy. Look, she's already dead. Don't worry about it. We can discuss who she is back at somewhere safe.
Hello. He won't leave without the sister, probably.
The sister?
I think it's a
What do you
sister.
mean sister? Does he have a sister?
I don't know. I'm just making an assumption.
Do you have a sister?
The sister, mother?
The boy is hysterical at this point and doesn't answer any further questions. However, all of you need to answer my question of, what is your passive perception?
For fuck's sake, I knew it.
It's
Let's see if it's in the screenshot you sent me.
It is not, but I'll tell you.
14. It's a 14 for me.
Your passive is a 14 also. Okay, good. You guys are pretty perceptive. Let's see what their stealth check is. Oh.
Isn't it like the only thing that that rangers really could do? It's just, be perceptive.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
Rangers and druids have very strong passive perceptions. I mean, any wisdom-based classes, if they take perception. So, as you guys are milling about trying to figure out what the fuck to do, you realize that a bunch of pitchforked individuals have now just basically forced themselves out of the bushes. They've come out from around corners, and you realize that you are no longer safe to be here, and you need to boot scoot boogie on out.
Okay, guys, I have a plan.
Run for the hill!
Yeah. It's called leave immediately.
Bye. Yeah, so...
What I hear?
I'll run like a bitch.
All right, everybody, give me one athletics check to not get captured by the mob, and that's what we'll call it for today. We'll pick it up next time.
This is the Jotsu Joestar's secret special.
Fuck's sake.
Get in there.
18.
I rolled a 13 plus
Athletics,
whatever my
yeah.
thing is. What you want to roll for me?
Roll for Jutsu. Oh, yeah, I have that trained. That's good. All right. So, as you all manage to break away Shinoa, you kind of just get separated from everybody else, and you become lost in the woods on your own.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Lost in the woods by myself.
Yeah. And that's what the next time that we play this is going to be fucking hectic, because Danny's going to have his own thing, John's going to have his own thing, and then you guys are going to have to figure it out without your tank and your fighter.
It's okay, guys. I'm pretty sure Brutus is on board.
I mean, you could try to recruit him. I don't see why not.
Absolutely. We're already pretty good. Like, we're tighter than a pair of stretchy britches.
It's true.
Or it's sheer spite will just make sure she survives. Like, I will spite you.
Okay. So that's what we'll call it for today.
Good session. Good session.
And I'll see you guys next time.